Hello everyone, welcome back again to Spiritual Growth Tarot. I'm Denise and I have a question here from Tina. Tina wants to know, how will Weisselberg pleading guilty for tax crimes affect the liar-in-chief? Right? Anyway, I can't wait to read on this. So hold on, let me bring the camera down overhead and get going. Okay, so I am using Cheryl Marchetti's Kipper again, and the question is, how will Weisselberg's pleading guilty for tax crimes affect Mr. Flump, Donald John Trump? How will it affect him? Okay. Oops. Oh, that's weird to have Melania show up here. Wow. Okay. So this is interesting. So here we have in the center are communications and documents, records. I'm getting it, it's records. So all of the records that, this would be all the tax accounting records, all of that stuff. And here we have the card, the adjudication card is our stand-in for all accounting and tax audits, insurance audits, things like that. So the way it's going to affect Trump, and this is my Ivanka card. I don't know who this supportive young woman or older woman is, but and on another level, this is our card for pleasure and wealth. So even if we left Ivanka out of it, but she was one, all three kids, all three adults spawn were signators, what do we call them? Not sole owner, but like proprietors, main proprietors in the business. So that but because of these two cards bookending, I have a feeling that Ivanka might be having communication about what she knows. I mean, she's already gone. They've already gone. And I think I've gotten before that. I'm pretty sure that that's the one where there was a lot of like flippage going on from the kids. But this is Trump. So Ivanka has an effect, and some other older woman, like maybe this is Rona Graf, however you pronounce her name. I think it's Graf. He's worried. I mean, this is our card for obsessively worrying about something, being depressed, just constantly mulling it over in your mind and maybe feeling like you can't really interpret what's going on, because there's a lack of clarity with this card here. And that's how it's affecting him. So, and this is the judicial process. This would be the papers and documents that have come out. This could be all of the testimony that they've gathered, and they've been working hard on it. This could be all the testimony that they've gathered, and this is the judicial process. And on one level here, I think it could be Ivanka had her part in influencing this process. And then here we have down at the bottom of this, so all these documents and testimony from people that worked, in the organization, that this is hanging over this bottom layer here. And the rules, there are certain rules and regulations within the state of New York, right? There are certain tax obligations. There are certain obligations. Now, you can fudge a little, like they say with real estate, trying to value real estate when they appraise, things like that, so that you can say what your property's worth, or you have appraisers. So let's say he paid off a dirty appraiser to give him, or to sign off and say it was only this property was only worth this amount, or whatever. So they have about a 15% fudge either way, error of margin. So, or margin of error, I should say. So there's that. And beyond that, there are obligations to tell the truth. So this is a major problem here, because those are the rules. And now this is our card for cheaters and evading taxes and, dishonesty and deception. And literally, like stealing from, there's a loss that comes through with this card from being irresponsible. And this is how this is affecting Trump. So something, I don't see that he's locked up here. Let's see what was on the bottom of the deck. Yeah, there's change. There's the major deception, poverty, real estate, assets being seized. Whoa. Yeah. I don't see him being locked up, but I do see there's loss from being irresponsible. And that's all sneaking up behind Melania's back. Now, I don't know whether to read this as the answer card like I often do, the last card. I didn't set that intention, honestly, this time. But I think that she's going to, there'll be some type of a loss for her, too. Of course, what's going to be left for her to have her little payout. Yeah, wow. So that's interesting. So anyway, this would be being examined. The way it's going to go is he's not out from under it at all. He's not free. We don't have any freedom here. We don't have money coming in or good luck. We don't have anything like that coming in. We have major legal issues. And so does Ivanka. And so does whoever this woman was who supported the whole process, somebody else besides, and held the confidence, of the whole organization. Someone else besides, what's his face, Weisselberg, right? So that doesn't look good. Okay, let me quickly use the tarot and see what we get with that system. Oh, come on there. Get the cards together. Okay. Let me just go ahead and just use the regular Rider-Waite real quickly and allow for reversals. So how is this going to affect, how will Weisselberg, Mr. Weasels, how will his testimony, how will his pleading guilty? 15 times he pleaded guilty. Goodness. How will that affect Trump? Yeah, I guess he's going to serve, Weisselberg's going to serve like 5 months at Rikers for his plea agreement. So obviously he flipped like a pancake. And I know I've gotten that with the kids before, with all the, Eric went first a long time ago. And then I can't remember when Jared and, or what am I saying, Ivanka and Don Jr. went, but I got that they've all flipped on him. Gotten that every single month, doing their monthlies. And then any time in a live stream I was asked, Lisa and I would always get like that spatula card in the deck of character. Anyway, major flippage. Okay. How is this going to affect Trump? Personally. Okay. Forces in motion. Page of Swords for the challenge. Eight of Swords reversed. Five of Swords reversed. Knight of Swords. Three of Wands. Oops. I think he's, you know, I mean, they're looking into him. I think he'll lose. I think he'll have some assets seized, but that was going to happen anyway, probably just because of what he's done. Like, how many sets of books did that organization have, right? So the Page of Cups is news. I think he's going to have to try and creatively start over. And the Page of Swords reversed is, this little guy reversed is like news coming out that you don't want. And maybe even somebody like hacking into like data scraping, data. I feel like news coming out and information, like that communications card we had up here for the with the Kipper, like more of that coming out, and people are going to know. And you know, I mean, with this card straight up, it's like you're kind of in your own self-created prison, and you're but you're, you know, your feet aren't bound, and who knows if the hands are even really tied up, right? So it's really possible that you can get away. But when it's reversed, this is my card for like major treachery and sometimes having accidents and something being super fatal. Like there's some major somebody's coming after him. You know what, you guys? Oh, and with the Knight of Swords, quickly, somebody's coming after him for justice. I think it's going to create some new lawsuits. And from the so it's got to be. Wouldn't you have to? Wouldn't it just make sense that it would have to be insurance and bank companies, right? Wasn't it Mazars that dumped him, and then yeah, and there's so all these banks that he owes money to, and he's what's the word, personally guaranteed the loans. He's in a world of trouble, because I'm thinking between the state of New York, the IRS, insurance companies, they're seizing everything. Because there's something fatal when the Eight of Swords comes through reversed. Wow. And then with the Five of Swords here, well, somebody, I think with this one, it's about somebody wanting revenge, just really wanting to get even. I don't know what else that could be about. I don't think they're going to let him go. I don't know that, because the way it's going to affect him, I don't know that someone's going to want to compromise with him based on this card here and someone coming after him. And then the Three of Wands, I think he's going to be looking out for some new way to make money. Now, the Seven of Swords reverse, that can be getting away with something. It's possible. But it's also, you know, sometimes it can be somebody who's seen as just like a major cheater, like they're seen, like they're, you know, because straight up, it's like the thief in the night, and they can get away with, you know, they've left a couple things behind. And no, for personal readings, I don't look at it this way, but it's a whole different thing there. But with these dirty politicians, this could be getting away with some things and leaving some things behind, but reversed just brings in this whole other element of getting caught. Now, I don't know if he's ever going to confess, and you know, but they're going to see that he's a major cheater and repetitive, just over and over, you know, repetitive cheating. So that's how it's going to affect him. Wow. Okay. Amazing. Let's see, what was in the bottom of the deck, just for fun? What's down here? Yeah, Six of Cups reversed. So maybe it'll take him back to his childhood trauma of living in a home where he didn't really have a mom because she was pretty ill and mentally ill. Dad was never around, and he was raised by his kids. Siblings. Kids raised kids. Because this is my card for childhood trauma. But also, you know, if we just like let go of that, because this guy's just, you know, the born psychopath, and who cares, right? This would be being really stuck in the past and memory problems, you know, dementia, all of that. So maybe he's going to just be stuck. Stuck. Yeah. Put a fork in it, right? Okay. Well, I'm done with this one, you guys. Thanks so much. Bye.